We'll go over a demo for Ryvin. So today we'll talk about what the student journey looks like from finding out about us to actually participating in the program. So they find out about us through our website where they can learn all the information about us and where they can get in touch with us. Once they get in contact, we'll send them the application, and if they are accepted, we'll direct them to their student portal. The student portal includes a lot of different things that we'll go through here that help guide the student along their 4-year journey. So before they actually enter the residency, we have them take a personality test. We will not use these results in the first year, but we hope over time to use these results to better match housemates. We give them access to a Slack channel over the summer so that they can start connecting with people in the residency program and deepening those relationships. We tell them who their housemates are, and we give them more information about each of their peers in order to make that connection stronger. We have a summer reading list, which includes content that we think would be valuable for individuals to learn before coming into the program. We'll modify this list as we go, but another important part about this list is not just knowledge, but it's also so that all the students have a shared reading and learning experience that they can talk about when they actually enter the program. So the first day of the program, and probably the first week, will include orientation. We'll go over what the program structures look like, what it takes to be successful in this residency program, and we'll do peer bonding exercises so that people can really deepen their relationships. We'll give them a tour of their environment. Our first year we're going to be on Berkeley's campus, living in garden villages, working in WeWorks, and we'll have a scavenger hunt so that they can meet their surrounding environment, but also meet individuals in that environment. We connect them with their housemates on the first week, and the housemates will set up a house manifesto together, which is a description of rules that they all have agreed to. We give them a template, and they modify it according to their needs. And they also get to meet their coach, who really serves as a career therapist. They're meant to be a support system for the individual and help guide their decision-making so that they're thinking through their decisions clearly. The coach also helps keep track of their weekly goals. It's a requirement for students to be working on at least one goal and making meaningful progress towards that. If they do not do that, the coach has the ability to drop them out of the program. And the structure of this will change in the future, but the main items are here. They'll have the task description, a rationale for why that task is important, the results of that task. This is super important because we want all the tasks and goals that the students are setting for themselves to have some real tangible value. And we also want the goals to be related to a year-long goal that they set for themselves. And the year-long goals, we want them to be measurable, so they have to set a specific goal that is measurable for them to achieve. They can track their progress through this, and also each yearly goal should be related to a 4-year-long goal. These 4-year-long goals are mainly a personal North Star, and this allows the student to get a sense of where they want to be after the program ends. Another huge component about the residency program is skill development. We require students to be working on at least one skill every 30 days. The motivation from this comes from Sahal Bloom, who has a 30 for 30 plan, where 30 days you spend 30 minutes per day working on improving at something. It's a small commitment, but it can really lead to some significant results. And in that process, we want to guide them through that so they can learn effectively, and we're inspired by Richard Feynman's technique to learn anything. So in this process, we'll match them with a peer so that they actually have someone to hold them accountable and to spend those 30 minutes a day with. In step 2, they identify a topic that is of interest to them, and they state why it's relevant to them, so again, they're being intentional with their learning. In step 3, they chat with the mentor to gain some initial guidance of the best method for them to learn this topic. In step 4, they try to explain their knowledge of the topic to their peer. Then they study to fill in the knowledge gaps that they're missing. In the end, they organize, convey, and self-correct as needed. The mentor list is also a huge component of the residency program. We do not have traditional teachers, but we have mentors that they can access on demand. So in this, you can see they can click on a calendar link, and that would go to a Calendly where the mentors have blocked off a few hours each week that they're willing to spend with students in our program. The events tab is also super important because we really value connections and networks with other people. So we have local networking events that they can see who in the group's going. They have online events that they can watch online events together where they can network with more people and gain valuable knowledge. And the hackathons is also a requirement. So in the hackathons, we will do 3 a year, 1 at the end of each quarter. And these will be great times for the students to develop their skills and meet more people who are builders. And lastly, we have a local communities list where this is useful for students to connect with other groups in their community. And this can be some more special interests like running club or volunteer groups. So we really think this will be beneficial so that students have more of a community than just the people in the residency program. So that's all. I hope you got a good sense of what a student experience would look like. And I just want to note that this is not all-encompassing. This really just shows the online components and some of the resources that we'll be providing to our students. Thank you.